If you're a Georgia City employee getting close to retirement, you've probably got your pension on your mind. I mean, it's one of your most valuable assets, right? But figuring out how to actually get that money, well, that involves a huge and honestly a pretty confusing decision. Today, we're going to break down your payout options so you can really understand the best choice for your future.
Okay, let's just dive right in, because this is the big question, isn't it? When it's time to choose how your pension pays out, you are making a decision that for the most part, you can never take back. It's a choice that's literally going to define your income for the rest of your life.
And you know, it's not just about you. The choice you make here directly impacts the financial security of your spouse, of your family, for years, maybe even decades after you're gone. The stakes are incredibly high, and that's exactly why getting this right is so critical.
Now, the good news is it's not as complicated as it might seem. All Georgia City employee pension plans, they follow the same basic structure. And they pretty much boil down to three main choices. We're going to walk through each one right now.
So, these are your three paths. You've got option A, which is all about giving you the highest monthly payment possible. Then there's option B, which gives a benefit to your survivor for their entire life. And finally, option C, which also offers a survivor benefit, but only for a fixed amount of time. Let's take a closer look at each one.
First up, let's talk about the one that puts the most money in your pocket every single month. The maximum payout, or as it's called, option A. This is the one a lot of people are drawn to at first, and for a really good reason.
With option A, it's simple. You get the absolute highest possible monthly payment from your pension, and you get it for as long as you live. It's designed purely to maximize your personal income during your retirement. Pure and simple.
So here's the catch, and it's a big one. The payments stop when you do. When you pass away, the pension checks stop coming. Period. There are no ongoing benefits for a spouse or anyone else. The only little exception is a small provision if you happen to pass away really early in retirement, but that's it. This is a huge factor to consider if you have anyone depending on your income.
Okay, now let's look at the other side of the coin. If providing for a loved one is a top priority for you, then options B and C are what you need to look at. They're both designed to do just that, but they work in very different ways.
Option B is what you'd call the traditional approach. You agree to take a smaller monthly payment now, and in return, your beneficiary, usually your spouse, gets a piece of that payment for the rest of their life. Now, what's really cool about this option is something called the pop-up feature. If your beneficiary happens to pass away before you do, your pension pops up to that higher option A amount for the rest of your life. Pretty neat.
Option C is more of a short-term game plan. Again, you take a smaller pension. If you pass away within a specific time frame, let's say 10 or 20 years, your beneficiary gets payments for whatever is left in that period. But, and this is important, if you live longer than that term, that survivor benefit, it's just gone. This could be useful if you're trying to cover something specific, like paying off the last 15 years of a mortgage.
And this chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? It shows the core trade-off. With option A, you get the highest income but zero built-in protection. With option B, you get lifelong protection for your spouse, but you do it at the cost of a smaller check forever. It really feels like you have to choose one or the other. But what if you didn't have to? You know, this exact problem leads a lot of people to look at a totally different kind of strategy, one that really tries to give you the best of both worlds. It's an approach that avoids having to choose between your income today and your family's security tomorrow.
I mean, the goal is simple, right? After a long career, you want to enjoy the absolute most from your pension while also having that peace of mind that your loved ones are going to be okay no matter what happens. So one popular strategy is a two-step approach. It's pretty straightforward. First, you choose pension option A to get that highest possible monthly check. Then, you take just a small piece of that extra income you're getting and use it to buy a separate private life insurance policy. That policy becomes the survivor benefit.
So, why is this strategy so powerful? Well, there are a few huge potential advantages. First, you get more money in your pocket every month. Second, your family gets protection as a tax-free lump sum of cash, which is way more flexible than a monthly check. And maybe the biggest one of all, you have more control. You're not locked into the pension's rigid options anymore.
So, the key takeaway is that with the right planning, it might actually be possible to get the best of both worlds. But I have to say, this strategy isn't for everyone. It definitely requires a careful look at life insurance costs, your health, and your specific financial goals. Talking it over with a qualified financial advisor is an absolutely crucial next step to see if it even makes sense for you.
At the end of the day, your pension decision isn't just a one-time thing you check off a list. It's the foundation of the financial plan that's going to shape the rest of your life. Getting expert, impartial guidance can help you sort through all these complex choices and give you support not just today, but for all the years to come.
Choosing your pension payout is without a doubt one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make. The right answer is different for everybody. It depends completely on your personal situation. We really hope this breakdown of the options helps you feel more prepared to ask the right questions and to find the solution that is truly best for you. Thanks for tuning in.